Dance of the Dead is a 2005 punk thriller directed by Toby Hooper with writing handled by Richard Christian Matheson, who is adapting the 1954 short story of the same name that was written by his father, Richard Matheson. The film follows Peggy, played by Jessica Lowndes, in her acting debut. After terrorists, or foreign army, unleash a biological attack, the country is left devastated. Still, some semblance of humanity persists, but there's gangs roving for blood. They collected for some bizarre show, known only as the Dance of the Dead. Peggy will find love in more ways than she expected, as she travels to the location known only as Mesquite.
Walking under moonlight beams at 100 miles an hour. Let me dream my fucking dream.
Sounds like there could be some horror, I think. I also hear children. Whoa, movie. Robert Englund is in here, but he won't be donning the glove this time. Okay, so it's our main girl's birthday party, which gets ruined when some clouds roll in. Her sister, mother, and herself take shelter in the house. Also, I hope you enjoy this style of editing.
Mom, are you okay?
Cause that will be playing a ton in this film. Well, anyways, we get to meet Peggy's mother, Kate, played by Marilyn Norrie. Enough with the family shit, let's go underground. Fun fact, Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins scored this film. I'm not familiar at all with their work, so I can't say much outside it's all right here. But things really pick up when Robert Englund comes out to center stage.
That what you will see here this afternoon, though shocking, is not just some jaded exhibition.
If you suspect that Robert Englund is going to be one of the best things about this film, I don't even think you need to watch it first to get that idea. Anyways, the crime has gotten so bad, motorized vehicles are being used on the sidewalks, and the elderly are being robbed of their blood.
Okay, it's gonna heal, okay?
Please, at her age, I don't think she'd be standing. Well, even blood thieves need fuel, so off they pop to Peggy's family restaurant. Ryan McDonald, playing Box, just wants to start shit, but Johnson Tucker, playing Jack, is here for the pie.
What did he want?
Just to talk.
About what?
Hi.
Also, yes, that's Jack. He might look Jack 2, but he's more Jack 1. Well, Mama Bear doesn't take kindly to that type round here, so off they pop. Back to Mesquite, where Englund is justifying his paycheck.
But a bona fide scientific demonstration.
Back with Peggy, she sneaks out and runs into Jack, who takes her along with his friends for a ride. Yeah, this is cool and all, but you may be thinking that we're over halfway into the film. We've gotten some cool world details like Bliss survivors being treated like lepers, the general lawlessness of the country, and the positive news of California being destroyed.
California.
There's no more California.
However, we haven't gotten any horror. I'll go into detail on what I think of this later, but I can see how some might be annoyed by the lack of scares. Well, we get a drug-induced flashback showing that, yes, people died and Peggy had a sister. We also learn that muscle tussle is when a drug is injected into a muscle.
One busy motherfucking war!
Anyways, Mama knows Peggy's gone, and Peggy herself is finally at Mesquite.
Law allowed for an LUP performance, provided it was orally prefaced as a scientific exposition, hence my oral preface.
Turns out our blood boys have been getting blood to aid in Englund's performances. What kind, we aren't shown yet, but he makes it pretty clear they need to start getting better stuff. Okay, that's out of the way, and business has been discussed, so what is this performance anyways?
A physiological abnormality was first discovered during the war.
So during conflict, soldiers were hit with chemical warfare, resulting in some standing upright, and even fighting after essentially being dead. Now the chemical blend has been distilled, and results in LUPs, which stands for Living Undead Phenomenon. Of course, a little cattle prod is needed to really get them going, and committing the Dance of the Dead. It's alright. I mean, I would have preferred if it had gotten more into it, or even more aggressive and insane. Instead, it just sort of waddles around, getting shocked occasionally. Dance of the Dead from Seventh Seal is more memorable. But hey, we got a second dancer, and this one strikes a chord with Peggy.
Get out now! It's my sister! My sister!
Really?
Jack and Peggy flee with the sister's living corpse running into Kate and England.
She is not your property.
Really? I paid for her. Ask your mommy.
Okay, so revelation time, at least from England. Long story short is that when the father died, they had nothing. So Mother Dearest here decided to cut ties with her troublemaker daughter and sold her off to England for a tidy sum. Mother of the Year. So a trade is made. A new dancer for the sister's body. Damn! Underground Peggy is hot. So that was Masters of Horror Episode 3, Dance of the Dead, premiering stateside November 11th, 2005, and having a final release in Finland February 1st, 2008. Unlike the last film, I can't compare this to the source material, as I haven't read it. However, what's here is a competent enough little film. Though calling it a thriller is a bit misleading. Frankly, having it on a horror collection is a bit odd. I mean, not every horror needs to be a killer or monster hunting a protagonist. Sometimes horror can just be a dead or decaying world, and that's what this film excels at. Sure, it can become a borderline drama film, but the setting is well done. There's just enough to give an understanding of how the country is faring, along with well-made sets. The underground mesquite is impressive compared to the two prior film sets. The dance itself is kind of underwhelming, it just isn't something super captivating. The acting and characters make up for the film's lack of horror. I enjoyed the group well enough, but we also get a fair portion of Robert Englund there to pick up any slack. On its own, I would be rather disappointed, but when considered as part of a collection, it's a nice change of pace and brings some variety to what has happened so far. You don't need to be dead to enjoy this dance.
There's no more California.